how to become a high caliber woman, increase your self-worth, increase your confidence, and this is how. Firstly, before I get into the how, let's describe what self-worth is. Self-worth is one's own belief of their value. How do you see yourself? How do you value yourself? Should anything else be taken away from you, your achievements, your money, and everything that you have acquired? How would you value yourself? Do you see yourself the same light when everything has been stripped from you? That is your self-worth. Self-worth is unconditional, while on the other hand, self-esteem is conditional. It is linkly tied to what you have accomplished. Now let's get into how you would increase your self-worth. Number one, you must shun self-criticism. I know we criticize ourselves the most, and we are the worst critics of ourselves. That while that can be a good way to evaluate where you are in life, it can also impact you negatively if you do it too much. What I mean by too much, you nitpick whatever you have done, you never feel happy. When you've accomplished something, you always have something to criticize, and you always compare yourself to other people. You feel like you're not worthy, you haven't done enough. Well, while you have put in the work, and it can lead to self pity and self loathe because you're never happy with yourself. You don't value yourself. To define yourself without any accomplishments, without any education, without um, who are you when all of those things are taken away from you? Who are you if you are not married to so and so? Who are you if you don't have a degree in accounting? Who are you if you don't have a certain amount in your bank balance? Those type of things. Who are you when all of that is taken away? Because for you to feel worthy, you don't need to attach anything. It doesn't have to have a condition. You just are self worthy. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God, and that makes you worthy. You don't have to look anywhere else. You just have to look within. You know, it doesn't have to be attached with that house that you own, that car that you own, or that bank balance. It has nothing to do with that. Love yourself more, be kinder to yourself more. You know, sometimes we love people too much without loving ourselves, and we expect people to love us. But come on, you don't even love yourself. How can you expect other people to love you? That is so unfair to expect people to love you whilst you can't even do it for yourself. Show people how you'd like to be loved. Show it by example, lead by example. Show people how you'd like to be treated and loved. Love yourself more, get to know yourself more, be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, have empathy for yourself, have love for yourself, because yourself is the greatest gift that God has given you. He has given you a temple to steward over. Develop self worth. You hold the power over your life. So if you look at yourself as worthless, then I think that's how people will see you, because that's how you see you. See yourself in the manner that Christ sees you. I think I had this problem that I didn't see myself as worthy or good enough. And what had happened was I didn't grow up like that, but somewhere in life things happened and I got disappointed. Let's just say I had some bad experiences, and that made me question myself, that made me doubt myself, and that made me think that actually maybe some things are not meant for me, good things, and I started self-loathing and started feeling sorry for myself. I remember I would drink alcohol, a lot of alcohol, and when I drank alcohol, I felt like I needed to let go. I felt like when I drank, I let go of the emotions, I let them out, and I would cry, and I would, if there's somebody nearby, I would tell the person how worthless I am, how I don't deserve better, or and I would cry and I would have a self pity party, all those things. And I realized I was looking at myself through the eyes of, I didn't have a job. I studied all these years and I wasn't getting the correct job or the job that I studied for, which means maybe I'm not good enough for the job. Maybe I don't deserve to be in this position. So my self worth was linked with the accomplishments, the studying, and the being here, and the financial aspect. And I thought, if I don't even have money, I don't deserve to date people which are in a certain status in life, and I deserve this type of people. And, I hated myself. And it was when I encountered Jesus Christ where I was like, I read the Bible and I learned things like I'm fearfully and wonderfully made in its image. And I was like, what? I am beautiful inside and out. And I learned things like I'm a royal priesthood, I'm a chosen generation. And I was like, oh my God, I am worthy. And that was a time when I didn't even have a job. I didn't have a, like, I was at my worst. I was in my lowest in my life. And I had depression, but I got out of that because I encountered Christ and I saw myself like, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm kind, I have a good heart, I have empathy, I am a good person. I like to help. I have a spirit of helping people. That those things are making me a worthy person. The fact that when I see a person going through something, I have empathy. I have a spirit that wants to help, that wants to be that person's Superman, that wants to be that person's helper. Those things make me worthy. Those things make me beautiful inside and out. So I started to see myself like that. And another thing that has helped me, journaling. And I got rid of all the bad things I was saying to myself, and I said some good things like, "You are kind, you're beautiful, you're immaculate, you are beauty with brains, you are strong willed, you are tenacious, you are courageous, you are, you have a heart of gold, you are calm, you are always willing to lend a hand." And I journaled those things and I started to feel good about myself and I started to see myself worth. And that's how I basically help myself. So I don't know if these tips are going to help you, but let me know in the comment section down below and let me know which topics would you like me to talk about. And I'll see you on the next one. I love you lots.